Hey, I'd like to say good morning, children, and welcome to today's collective worship. And as we are getting started, I am going to share my screen and tell you what today's collective worship is all about. Now, I am really interested to know what everybody thinks about a word that we use a lot in school, which is kindness. And we talk about kindness in lots of different ways. And this week, I'd really like to have a focus on how we in our schools can show kindness. Kindness to ourselves, kindness to one another, and let's see how well we can do it. But first of all, we need to know what kindness actually means. So if we think about this word, you can see there that it's about friendliness. It's about offering that kind thought and generous offer of, do you want to be my friend? Do you want to play with me? Would you like to come and join in with a game? It's about showing what we call goodwill to others, being kind. It's also about showing when we're worried or concerned about somebody. So if you see somebody fall over or hurt themselves, are you helping them? Do you go and get a grown-up to help? That's what we call being kind, helping someone when they need you. It's also about doing something nice for somebody, and they are not expecting anything in return, or you. So quite often you think, if I do that, then somebody might do that for me. But actually, it's about just doing things naturally. And sometimes grown-ups notice you doing all these wonderful things. And that is why it is so important. So then we think about all the different ways of how you can help someone. We just talked about someone falling over. You can see there someone's hurt their knee, but you can help someone by smiling. You can help someone by going and sitting next to them if they're sat on their own, maybe in the playground or at lunch or at playtime. You might want to go and offer to keep them company. You can ask somebody how they are. How are you today? You can ask somebody, do you want to come and help me do a special job? Shall we go and ask a grown-up, can we do something to help? You might make someone feel really special by doing that. It's a way of showing kindness. There are other ways of showing kindness. We've talked a lot about friendship tokens. We talk about saying hello. Try saying hello to someone you don't normally say hello to. It makes you feel really good, and you're also making someone else feel special. I know I love it when people say, hello, Mrs. Robertson. And I know all the grown-ups feel special when children say that too. You might like to write a little note to somebody, saying something kind about them. I love getting letters and little notes. Several children write me lots of notes, and I know all the teachers get lovely notes as well from you. It's really, really kind to do that. You might like to let somebody go ahead of you in the line. Instead of pushing and shoving and trying to get to the front, let someone else go in front of you and say, would you like to go first? You might like to wave to someone and say, hi, give them a friendship token, give them a thumbs up. It makes people feel really good. And sometimes it's nice to go up to a grown-up and start talking to them and say, hi, how are you? It's all about showing how you and all of us can be kind and show kindness to one another. Now, the reason why we do this, particularly at school, is that it's about helping you. Being kind helps us really think. It helps our brains to work and make us feel really good about ourselves. It makes us want to smile. Just try now, smile. It makes you feel really, really good. And that's why we want to have lots and lots of kindness in our school. It's also about helping everybody at school feel, I actually belong here. I belong in my school. And kindness helps us to think, actually, it's not okay to hurt one another at school. We shouldn't be pushing. We shouldn't be kicking. We shouldn't be saying hurtful words. That's not being kind. We want to see children being super, super kind, not doing any of those things. And it makes our school feel a much friendlier and happier place to be. Kindness can also help you at school to concentrate and to really, really do your best in your learning. And sometimes when we are being kind and thoughtful and feeling really good, it helps us learn, it helps us write, it helps us think, oh, how can I do those calculations? And maybe someone in my class might want my help. Maybe I can be helpful to the grown-up and do lots of things to make me feel really good. Kindness is a wonderful way about us all feeling very, very positive. Kindness also can make you feel better. If you're somebody that likes to feel really angry and shout and go and do things that aren't nice, you don't feel good about yourself. But if you want to go out and say, oh, I feel really good today, what am I going to do to help somebody? How can I show that act of kindness? Think about how you might be able to do that. The other really important thing about kindness is if you're kind, you're showing someone else how to be kind. And that helps everyone in school. All we need is for several of you in each class to show kindness, and people will learn from you. And I know that in every single one of our classes across the schools, we have got children that show kindness every single day. I hear grown-ups come to me and say, oh my goodness, you should have seen what they did to help me today. And I know when I walk through classrooms, children say, can I hold the door for you, Mrs. Robertson? Can I help you, Mrs. Robertson? And actually, I think I'm really proud. I'm really proud that children are learning, but I want some children that are maybe finding this a bit difficult to think, I need to learn from those that are showing how they are kind to others. Now, we've just talked about our school and our school community, but actually, if more and more people, not just in our school community, but around the world, showed kindness, it would make our whole world a better place. Now, sometimes you're faced with difficult choices. Sometimes somebody does something to you and you think, that's not very nice. I'm going to go and tell. I'm going to use stop, walk, talk, which is what you should do if you find yourself in a very difficult position where somebody's hurt you and you're really hurt and you need to get an adult's help. You should always use stop, walk, talk. But you can also think, actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person that hurts other people. I don't want to be that person that snatches a ball or does something that I know I'm going to make somebody upset. I'm going to choose kindness. How many of you are going to try and be that person? Because that's what I want to see this week. I want everybody to be like this. I want grown-ups. I want children. I want everybody to think, how can we show kindness in our school community, but also at home when we're with our families and friends? Now, our jigsaw theme this week is about helping others to achieve their goal. And I thought sometimes we talk to you about you've got to work really hard, you've got to work hard to achieve your goals, you've got to get better at your writing, get better at your times tables and your spellings. But actually, I want us to focus on being kind. I want you, those of you that are really brilliant at being kind all the time, to help others. I want you to show others, what does it mean to be really kind? And as I go around the schools this week, I'm going to be asking, who's been kind this week? What have you done? And I'm actually going to ask grown-ups to pick children this week. And I want to hear about it as part of your celebration, collective worships. I wonder who's going to get noticed. Let's all try and work really hard together at this. And if you're stuck and you think, what can I do to show kindness? Talk to your friends, ask them and say, how can we be kind today? Shall we offer to do something? Shall we offer to help? Can we do a job to help grown-ups? Can we do a job to help some friends? Can we help our buddies? What can we do? Talk to a grown-up or your friend and ask, how can we show kindness? Can you understand how someone's feeling? Try it. Ask somebody, how do you feel today? Do you feel good? How can I help you? It's really good to talk. And as I said, it makes you feel so good and so positive about life. Now, after this collective worship, it might be your playtime. It might be that you're going to start learning. Just think to yourself, how am I going to help someone today and show that kindness? And then think at the end of the day, how many times have I done it? Have I done it once, twice, 3 times, 4, maybe 5? It will make you feel really good. Now we're going to finish our collective worship with putting our hands together or just closing our eyes or just reading the prayer quietly with Mrs. Robertson. Now we're not together, unfortunately, but there is a candle in the picture. And as you look at the candle, I want you just to take some time to think, how can we show kindness this week? Dear God, help us to be kind to everyone around us. Let us be kind to others without thinking of ourselves and what we might get back in return. Support us to try random acts of kindness this week. Make the world a better place. Amen. Okay. So, I hope you've listened carefully to what we're thinking about this week. We're helping others to achieve their goal, but I want to see all of you trying really hard to be the best and kindest person you can possibly be this week. I can't wait to find out who those children are going to be. Thank you for listening, and I shall look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye for now, children. Bye.